Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive.
Yeah, welcome back.
Today we're coming to you live from Forest Hill Real Estate,
Distinction Branch, that's right.
right here in London, Ontario, and we're diving into Byron.
One of London's, I think, most sought-after neighborhoods.
Yeah, definitely, and we've gathered a ton of information.
Oh, yeah, from all sorts of sources.
Yeah, we've got neighborhood profiles and census data, and even some local history.
A little bit, yeah.
So if you're thinking about buying or selling or even investing in Byron,
This is for you.
this one's for you. Stick around. So first of all, if you're looking for expert advice on the London, Ontario real estate market,
Check out our website.
head over to www.foresthilldistinction.com.
That's right.
All right, let's jump in. So what's the vibe like in Byron?
Well, a lot of people talk about that sort of small-town feel,
Yeah.
even though it's part of the city of London.
Yeah, it's funny because when you look at stuff like the Byron Community Organization,
Right.
it just seems like they're really active and people really care.
Absolutely. It's a very tight-knit community.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got that small town community feel.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the more practical stuff, like shopping and dining?
Well, you don't have to go far.
Yeah.
You've got those little hubs at, like, Commissioners and Bowler,
Yeah.
and then Bowler and Byron Baseline.
Yeah.
There's patios, there's restaurants, there's shops,
It's all right there.
everything you need.
So I could grab a latte,
Yes, you can.
do a little grocery shopping,
Absolutely.
maybe a little retail therapy,
Why not?
all without leaving Byron.
All in Byron.
Okay, but let's be honest.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that people look at when they're thinking about a neighborhood is
Schools.
schools,
Especially for families.
especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
So what's up with the schools in Byron?
Well, Byron has a ton of schools. 5 elementary schools in the neighborhood itself.
Wow.
And then if you've got high schoolers,
Yeah.
you've got St. Thomas Aquinas and Saunders just outside of Byron.
And there's also a Montessori preschool in Byron.
There is, yeah, for the little ones.
Okay, perfect. No matter what age your kids are,
You've got options.
lots of choices. That's great.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly place.
It really is. So we've got schools covered.
Yeah.
What about parks and recreation?
Oh my gosh, so much green space.
Really?
First of all, you've got Springbank Park, which is London's largest park.
Oh, wow.
Walking trails, playgrounds, storybook gardens,
Yeah,
which is a dream for families with young kids.
for sure.
And that's right on Byron's doorstep.
So that's awesome.
And then there's more.
Okay, tell me more.
Jorgensen Park, right in the heart of the neighborhood. Swimming pool, tennis courts, Optimus Community Center sports fields, play structures,
Wow.
everything.
And then there's always Baller Mountain,
Yeah, just outside of Byron.
which is great for skiing and snowboarding in the winter.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's like mountain biking and zip lining.
Treetop adventures.
Yeah, that sounds like a blast.
It is.
So no matter your age,
There's something for everybody.
there's something for you in Byron.
Absolutely.
All right, so now I'm wondering,
Yeah.
with all this stuff, who lives there?
Right. Who are these people who call Byron home?
Right.
When you look at the types of homes in Byron, single detached homes are king.
Okay.
We're talking like 76% of all the dwellings are single detached homes.
Wow.
So people are coming here for space and privacy.
Yeah.
Maybe that white picket fence dream.
Right. So not really a condo lover's paradise.
Probably not the best fit for that.
Yeah.
But, people are putting down roots here.
Yeah,
The homeownership rate in Byron is 87%.
that's high.
It's well above the national average.
Wow. So they're really invested in this neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And I bet that contributes to that sense of community we were talking about.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Okay. And Byron is considered a high-income area.
It is.
The average family income is over $130,000.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Yeah.
So is Byron only for the elite?
Not at all.
Okay.
Byron attracts people from all walks of life.
Okay.
And, while the majority of residents are Canadian-born,
Yeah.
there's a growing population of immigrants coming from places like the UK, the US, Poland, Germany.
That's so cool.
It's a real melting pot of cultures and experiences.
I love that. All right, so we've got this mix of families and newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
But where does the name Byron come from?
Well, Byron actually had a few different names before it settled on its current one.
Really?
It started out as Westminster,
Okay.
then it became Hall's Mill,
Wow.
and finally landed on Byron, inspired by the famous poet Lord Byron.
That's really interesting. So it's like a little bit of history hidden right there in the name.
Yeah.
So we talked about how family-friendly Byron is. What does that actually look like?
Well, imagine this. You wake up in your spacious, single-detached home surrounded by friendly neighbors.
Okay.
Kids are playing in the park across the street.
Sounds idyllic.
It is pretty idyllic, and the crime rate is low.
Oh, it's good.
A very strong sense of community.
Yeah.
So it really does provide that safe, nurturing environment.
Which is what so many families want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
But there's also all these smaller parks
Okay.
scattered throughout the neighborhood.
Great.
And so tons of green space for kids to run around and explore.
It's like one giant playground.
Pretty much.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something more organized,
Yeah.
Byron also has all these sports leagues and community programs.
Oh, yeah.
So you can sign your kids up for soccer or swimming or dance.
Everything for all ages and interests.
So it's a really great place to raise active kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's talk about affordability.
Yeah.
Is Byron accessible to the average family?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because it is considered a high-income area.
Right.
But you have to remember that property values are relative.
Okay.
Yes, homes in Byron are more expensive than in some other parts of London.
Yeah.
But they also offer exceptional value.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
You've got that strong sense of community,
Yeah.
the top-notch schools,
Mm-hmm.
the abundance of parks and rec facilities,
Right.
the low crime rate, the convenient location.
Right.
All of these things contribute to a higher quality of life,
Yeah.
which is reflected in those property values.
So you might be paying a bit more upfront,
Yeah,
but you're also getting more in terms of lifestyle.
that's right. You're investing in your family's future
Right.
and their well-being.
And what about return on investment?
Well, Byron's real estate market has been appreciating for years, so it's a good choice for homeowners and investors.
Okay, so it sounds like Byron's a great place to raise a family,
Yeah,
and it's also a good financial investment.
it is.
But what are some potential downsides?
Well, one thing to consider is the commute.
Okay.
Byron is on the outskirts of London,
Right.
so you will need to factor in travel time
Yeah.
if you work downtown or need to access certain amenities. If you need to be in the heart of the action,
Yeah.
it might not be the best fit.
But the big question is Byron the right neighborhood for you?
You know, one theme that keeps coming up for me is balance.
Okay.
It's like Byron strikes this balance
Yeah.
between small town charm and big city convenience.
You really get the best of both worlds,
You do. You get that community feel, that
Yeah.
sense of tranquility,
which is so hard to find.
especially in urban areas.
Yeah.
But you're still close to all the action.
Yeah, exactly. And you see that balance in the types of homes as well.
Absolutely. Like most are single detached,
Right.
offering space and privacy for families.
Mm-hmm.
But you also see some townhouses
Yeah.
and semi-detached homes as well.
So there's a good mix.
Here is.
So whether you're a family or an investor,
Byron has something for everyone.
it really does.
Yeah.
But let's get practical.
Okay.
What should buyers, sellers, and investors keep in mind when it comes to Byron?
Well, first off, do your research.
Yeah.
Don't just rely on online listings.
Right.
Talk to people who actually live in Byron.
Yeah, go visit,
Yeah, get out.
get a feel for it. And, talking about expertise, it's always good to work with a knowledgeable realtor.
A good real estate agent is key.
Yeah, they can help you find the right property, negotiate the best deal.
They can provide insights into the market
Yeah.
and help you navigate any challenges.
And if you have any questions along the way, reach out to us
Absolutely.
at Forest Hill Real Estate.
Distinction branch.
You can find us online at www.foresthilldistinction.com
That's right.
or give us a call.
We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Byron.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Hope you learned something.
We'll see you next time.
Happy house hunting.